The stars shone cold and distant above the tiny blue planet. Earth, a small dot in the vast galaxy, trembled under the shadow of alien warships. From the planet's orbit, the view was terrifying. The alien coalition's fleet was massive tens of thousands of ships, sleek, sharp, and deadly. Every vessel gleamed like a weapon forged for war. Next to them, Earth's fleet looked like children playing with toys. Inside the Earth Command Center, alarms blared. Screens flickered, showing the approaching alien forces in real time. Generals and commanders moved quickly, their faces tight with tension. Each new report made the room colder. They were outnumbered, outgunned, and most importantly, underestimated. Admiral Mara Calder stood at the center of the room. Her eyes scanned the monitors with calm precision, though her heart raced. The alien fleet's size was more than frightening, it was ridiculous. Still, she forced herself to focus. Panic could not control her. Not here. Not now. "This is insane," whispered Lieutenant Kane, a young officer barely out of training. "There's no way we can fight them. Let's look at their ships." He pointed at a screen where a massive dreadnought moved effortlessly across the void. "Our weapons are nothing. We'll be crushed in ours." Mara did not answer immediately. She knew the truth. Brute force alone would not save them. Humans were small, weak by the galaxy's standards, but that did not mean they were powerless. Not yet. Far above, in the heart of the alien coalition, leaders gathered on a massive command ship. Their chamber was bright and cold, with holographic displays showing Earth and its fleet. Clawed hands and tentacles pointed, laughed, and gestured. As they mocked the humans, "Look at them," growled General Vrosh of the Ralkir species. His voice echoed through the hall. "Pathetic, tiny, slow, weak. They call this a fleet? They cannot even leave their planet without trembling," hissed another alien, a blue-skinned diplomat from the Schuyler system. "Do we even need? To fight this planet is worthless." A wave of laughter filled the chamber. Holograms projected across alien worlds showed the humans scrambling, alarms blaring. Each laugh, each sneer was broadcast for all to see. The aliens thought this was an entertainment game where victory was guaranteed. Back on Earth, the broadcasts reached every screen. Citizens froze, children clung to parents, and soldiers clenched, their fists, anger and fear mixing in their eyes. Even with their limited defenses, the humans could feel the weight of insult. "They think we are weak," muttered Mara, her voice low, almost to herself. "Let them laugh. Let them see only what we allow them to see." On one of the outer scanners, a strange signal appeared. It pulsed through the detection network, blinking with unusual patterns. It was faint, almost like a whisper in the void. Lieutenant Kane noticed it first. "Admiral, we've got a signal." "Unidentified. It's coming from just outside there." Fleet Mara frowned. "Can you trace it?" The officer tapped rapidly at the console. "It's strange. It's not a weapon, not a fleet. Almost like someone sending a message." The humans did not know it yet, but this signal was intentional. It was a test, a small hint of what humans had been hiding for years. Meanwhile, the aliens detected it too. Their sensors picked up the faint human transmission, but they did not take it seriously. "Some weak attempt to communicate," scoffed General Vrosh. "Probably a prank. Send no forces. Ignore it." The coalition leaders laughed again. They were confident, too confident. The galaxy had made a mistake. They had never encountered humans like this before. Back on Earth, the tension was unbearable. Families watched from screens in homes, while soldiers prepared for what seemed like the inevitable. But behind the fear, a quiet determination grew. Humans had survived wars before, they'd adapted. And now, in the face of something far larger than them, they would have to rise again. Mara turned to her officers. "They think this is a game, that we are toys to smash. Let them believe that. Let them laugh. Every move they make, we study. Every mistake they think they make, we record. And when the time comes," she paused, her gaze sharp and unwavering, "they will see what humans are truly capable of. For hours, the two sides stared at each other across the darkness of space. Humans small and fragile in comparison, aliens arrogant and mocking. Yet, somewhere a seed of suspense had been planted. The aliens thought this battle was over before it even began. They did not know that Earth's secret defenses were already watching them, learning their every movement. In the silence of space, a single human signal blinked again, pulsing like a heartbeat. Ignored by the aliens, it waited, patient. It was a warning. It was a test. And it was the first step in a story that would shake the universe itself. The coalition laughed one last time before turning their attention to the next task. But back on Earth, the command center held its breath, ready for a fight that no one in the galaxy would see coming. The mockery had begun, but the humans were. Far from defeated, the alien fleet continued to loom over Earth, its massive ships blotting out the stars. From orbit, the planet below looked small, fragile, almost insignificant. The aliens were sure victory was theirs. Every officer on their command ships expected the humans to crumble. But the humans were not as powerless as they seemed, far beyond. The alien sensors, hidden in the shadow of a dense asteroid belt, a human fleet waited. Sleek, black ships, shaped for speed and stealth, hovered silently in the void. Their weapons were silent, their engines nearly invisible. The fleet was tiny compared to the alien armada, but what it lacked in size, it made up for in technology. In cunning? Admiral Mara Calder watched the fleet from the command center on Earth. She stood before a large holographic display, pointing to the hidden positions of each ship. "They think we are weak," she said quietly, her voice firm. "Let them watch. Let them laugh. But when the time comes, we will remind them why humans survive." Lieutenant Kane glanced at her. "Admiral,
What?
if the aliens scan for us, they'll find the fleet eventually. They'll destroy it before we can even act." Mara's eyes did not leave the display, not if we move carefully. Patience is our weapon. They expect to fight at once. We'll give them surprise instead. On the alien side, sensors had begun to notice strange energy readings. Tiny fluctuations, barely visible on their scanners, appeared near the asteroid belt. "What is that?" hissed Commander Vrosh, his claws tapping the console. "Some kind of human interference?" A younger alien officer, shaking, replied, "It is faint, almost like a fleet moving. But it is too small to matter. Ignore it," Vrosh snapped. "Humans cannot hide anything from us. It is probably just noise in the signal." The humans had learned to exploit this arrogance. Over decades, Earth had built secret technology ships capable of blending with asteroids, weapons that could mask their energy signatures and systems, that let them strike with precision no alien race had expected. The silent fleet moved like shadows among the rocks. Drones scouted the edges, mapping the alien positions. Every movement was calculated. Every energy pulse was hidden. The humans were invisible to the coalition that mocked them so easily. Back on Earth, Mara activated the CUM system for the fleet. All units maintain stealth. Scan for weak points. Remember, this is not a fight yet. It is a test. Learn from them. Study every ship. Record every formation. The pilots nodded, though their hands tightened on the controls. Each knew the risk. One detection, one mistake, and the fleet would be destroyed before the aliens even knew it existed. Meanwhile, the aliens continued to gloat. Holographic screens across the galaxy showed humans scrambling, trying to defend their planet. Alien leaders poured scorn on every broadcast. "They're pathetic," said a Schiller diplomat. "Even if these small ships exist, they cannot matter. Look at their planet. Look at their defenses. This is a species that should never leave its home." But the humans had learned to use the enemy's arrogance against them. Every alien laugh, every sneer, every overconfident movement was recorded. By human sensors, Mara and her team studied patterns, weaknesses, and predictability. Then, a subtle signal appeared on the human fleet's scanners. A small patrol had been detected near the alien outskirts. Mara's voice was calm, but sharp. "Prepare to shadow them. Do not engage yet. Let them think they are alone. Let them believe in their own superiority. The patrol moved closer to the alien edge, unaware that a small, hidden human squadron mirrored their path, invisible, ready to strike if needed. The aliens had no idea the humans were already controlling the game. Hours passed. The alien fleet reorganized, believing they had total control. They were unaware that Earth's fleet had mapped their every formation, every strategy, and every strategy, and every strategy. Weakness. The humans waited patiently, blending into the asteroid field like ghosts. On Earth, civilians watched broadcasts of the alien arrogance. Fear was mixed with anger. Children stared at screens, imagining their planet crushed. The alien fleet moved like a storm across space, confident and unstoppable. Their eyes were on Earth, their weapons primed to crush the weak, insignificant humans, once and for all. They believed the tiny human fleet hiding among the asteroids was nothing more than a minor annoyance. But they were about to be proven wrong. Deep within the asteroid field, one vessel moved differently than the others. Unlike the sleek, fast ships of the hidden human fleet, this ship looked old, almost ancient. Its metal was scratched and its design seemed outdated compared to the modern stealth vessels. The aliens would have called it a relic. They would have laughed at it. Admiral Mara Calder watched the ancient vessel closely. "This is the one," she said quietly. "They will not take it seriously. That is why it will be our first strike." Lieutenant Kane frowned. "Admiral, that ship looks so old. Can it really fight?" Mara's eyes gleamed with determination. "It's not about looks. It's about what it can do. You'll see." In the alien command chambers, sensors picked up the ancient ship moving cautiously among the asteroids. General Vrush squinted at the monitor. It is still moving, such an old vessel? How is it even powered?" The aliens laughed. "Pathetic. They send their toys first. Let them waste resources." The relic ship's engines hummed softly, almost like a whisper. Its AI system, long dormant, activated slowly, scanning the nearby alien vessels. The human engineers had designed it decades ago, never intending to use it in such a large-scale battle. But now it was ready. Mara gave the command. "Activate the relic. Show them why humans survive." Inside the ancient ship, dormant weapons roared to life. Energy coursed through long unused conduits. Plasma cannons glowed blue, pulsing like a heartbeat. The ship shuddered as centuries-old systems awakened, faster and stronger than anyone expected. The aliens, still laughing at the human fleet, noticed the glow on their scanners. "What is that?" hissed the Schuyler diplomat. "Some kind of weapon? Impossible. That vessel is ancient." "They must be bluffing," Brosh said, his claws tightening on the console. "No ancient ship can fight a modern fleet." Then the first blast fired. A beam of pure energy shot out from the relic vessel, cutting through the lead alien cruiser like it was paper. The blast tore through shields, vaporized hull plating, and sent debris spinning across space. The aliens froze in disbelief. "Impossible," one of them shouted. "How can this human toy destroy our ship?" The relic ship fired again, this time targeting multiple vessels at once. Each shot was precise, strategic, and devastating. The aliens scrambled to respond, but their formations broke under the assault. Their arrogance shattered with each strike. On Earth, the command center erupted in controlled excitement. Mara remained calm, but inside her heart raced. The relic ship was performing beyond expectations. Every calculation, every prediction was correct. Lieutenant Kane could barely believe his eyes. "Admiral, it's unstoppable. How did we hide this from them for so long?" Mara smiled faintly, because they never expected it. They never imagined humans could use ancient technology this way. They think only modern weapons matter. "We have learned to turn every underestimation into an advantage." The alien fleet was in chaos. Officers shouted orders, trying to reorganize, trying to regroup. But the relic ship moved faster than their tactics could adjust. Energy shields flashed and failed. Alien vessels collided as they tried to evade the blasts. Holograms across the coalition showed the destruction live and impossible. Defeat at the hands of a single human vessel. General Varash slammed his claws on the console. "This is a joke. Tell me this is a mistake." "It's not a mistake," the young officer replied, voice trembling. They knew all along. They were hiding this weapon. Back on Earth, civilians watched the broadcasts. Fear turned into awe. Children whispered, "Humans. Humans are strong." Soldiers grinned, knowing that their planet, so small and weak in the galaxy's eyes, was now a force to be reckoned with. The relic ship paused, energy shields flickering as it prepared for another strike. Mara gave a single command: hold. Let them panic. Let them learn that the humans they mocked are nothing to underestimate. The aliens, terrified now, tried to send a counterattack, but their shots missed. The human fleet, hidden in the shadows, supported the relic ship. They struck at weak points, coordinated perfectly. Each alien loss increased the panic. Even with all their power, the alien leaders realized they had underestimated the humans. Every laugh, every sneer, every mockery had been a trap. The humans had hidden their strength behind a mask of weakness. Mara turned to her officers. "This is only the beginning. They think this relic ship is all we have, but they have no idea what comes next." Lieutenant Kane shivered with excitement. "So, the universe really will never be the same after this." Mara's eyes reflected the stars beyond. "No, from this moment, humans will be seen differently. They laughed at us. They mocked us. Now, they will fear us." The relic ship fired. One last blast, cutting through the alien line. It pulsed with ancient energy, yet controlled, strategic, and unstoppable. The galaxy had seen humans as weak for centuries. That illusion was gone forever. The alien fleet was reeling. They're massive. Ships, once confident and untouchable, now drifted damaged, some burning in space. The ancient human relic had shattered their arrogance in minutes, leaving them in disbelief. But the humans were not finished. Deep within the asteroid belt, Admiral Mara Calder studied the alien formations on the holographic display. Though small, moved like a shadow army, invisible and patient. Every movement had been calculated. Every weak point in the alien fleet had been mapped. "They think they can recover," Mara said softly. "Let them try. We'll give them a lesson they will never forget." Lieutenant Kane's fingers flew over the console. "Admiral, they're regrouping. They're sending reinforcements. From the outer arm. If we don't strike now, they could rebuild their numbers." Mara shook her head. "No patience. Let them overextend themselves. Let their pride lead them into our trap. The counterstrike begins when they believe they are safe." The aliens, still panting from the relic ship's assault, assumed they were in control again. "They have no more surprises," Vrosh sneered. "Prepare the next wave. Crush the humans before they regroup." They did not know that every step they took had already been predicted. Every formation, every reinforcement's path, every reaction, they were walking into a trap crafted by centuries of human cunning and careful study. From their hidden positions, the human fleet moved silently. Ships that had been invisible now positioned themselves strategically around the alien reinforcements. Small, fast attack ships darted forward like lightning, while medium ships cut off escape routes. The relic ship stayed at the center, ready to strike with precision. Mara activated the fleet's communication systems. "All units, synchronize. Attack on my mark. Focus on command ships first. Remember, we are not just fighting for survival. We are teaching the galaxy what humans can do." The fleet waited. Silence stretched through the asteroid belt, broken only by the faint hum of human engines. Then Mara gave the command. Now, the fleet erupted from hiding. Attack ships swarmed the alien reinforcements, disabling weapons before shields could react. Medium ships struck simultaneously from multiple directions. The relic ship fired again, each blast perfectly aimed to shatter enemy command centers. The aliens panicked. "What is happening?" one officer yelled. "They are everywhere." "How? Can a single species so small move like this?" Vrosh banged his claws on the console. "This is impossible. Retreat, regroup. Anything. Do not let them surround us." But it was too late. Humans had already cut off escape paths. Their movements were coordinated, fast, and intelligent. Every attack was precise, each strike planned in advance. It was not just strength that was strategy, speed, and intelligence combined. On Earth, civilians watched the live holographic broadcasts. Fear turned into awe, people whispered. Humans. Humans are unstoppable. Soldiers at the command center smiled, knowing their hidden fleet was rewriting the galaxy's expectations. Lieutenant Kane could hardly keep up with the displays. Admiral, they thought they were the strongest. Now we are dismantling their fleet. How did we hide this for so long? Mara's eyes were steady. We learned from every mistake. Every encounter humans have faced in the galaxy has taught us patience, cunning, and control. The aliens mocked us because they never studied us. They assumed we were simple. The alien fleet tried desperate measures. Reinforcements arrived from distant sectors, massive cruisers rushing to support the main line. But the humans were always one step ahead. Mines triggered in asteroid fields, disabling engines. Cloaked ships struck from behind, cutting communicati. The remnants of the alien fleet fled in chaos, battered and broken. Smoke and debris floated silently in the void of space. Alien commanders, once arrogant and mocking, were now terrified. Their confidence, built over centuries of conquest, had shattered in hours, but the humans were not finished. Back on Earth, Admiral Mara Calder stood in front of the central holographic display. Her eyes scanned the galaxy. The counterstrike was only the beginning, she said. Her voice was calm, but carried the weight of command. They have seen what we can do with a few ships. A small team of officers activated a series of hidden transceivers. Across the galaxy, massive holograms sprang to life on distant planets, ships, and space stations. The images were enormous, visible even to the alien coalition's most distant scouts. On the holograms, humans appeared not just the small fleets or relic ships, but an entire hidden galactic empire. Massive cities floated in orbit, starships. Of incredible size and design, advanced technology humans had kept secret for centuries. Humans in command centers, training in war simulations, operating weapons the galaxy had never imagined. The alien coalition froze. What they saw could not be real. They had studied humanity for decades, labeling humans as weak, fragile, and unimportant. And now, the universe was being shown that their understanding was completely wrong. Duh. Is this hissed General Varash? His claws shook over the console. This cannot exist. Humans. How? They hid it. The shitter diplomat said, his voice trembling. Every time we thought we knew them, they were preparing. Every weakness we assumed was a lie. Across alien worlds. Broadcasts showed humans standing tall, operating vast fleets, constructing weapons far beyond what the coalition had imagined. Every planet that had laughed at Earth moments ago now watched in disbelief. The galaxy had underestimated humanity for centuries, and the mistake was catastrophic. On Earth, Mara watched quietly as alien communications went silent. They expected nothing, she said. They laughed at our small fleets, our relic ships, our planet. And now they see what we are capable of. They see the empire we have, built in the shadows, and they will never forget it, Lieutenant Kane whispered, barely believing his eyes. Admiral, this is credible. Entire fleets, massive stations, technology. They never knew we had it. Mara nodded. Humans survive because we are patient. We hide our power until it is needed most. The galaxy mocks us until it realizes the cost of that arrogance. The alien coalition scrambled to respond. Messages flew between command ships. Plans were made, retreating forces recalled. Yet, every step they took had already been anticipated by human strategists. The humans had studied their enemy's arrogance, overconfidence, and predictability. Every alien move was now countered before it began. On one of the alien command screens, a hologram displayed the largest human ship, the Earthborn. Its black hull gleamed like a shadow among the stars. It was larger than any vessel the Coalition had ever encountered, bristling with advanced weapons systems, cloaking devices, and energy shields. This This is insane, Brosh whispered. They have been building this all along. Yes, said Mara calmly. And this is only one part of what they hid. As the humans revealed their empire, the coalition realized that Earth had allies in every corner of nearby space secret colonies, hidden shipyards, training centers, and technology research hubs. For centuries, humans had quietly prepared. Every time the galaxy dismissed them as weak, humans had used that underestimation to build strength. To prepare for the moment when they would no longer be ignored, the aliens could do nothing but watch. Their arrogance had blinded them. Every mockery, every insult, every act of underestimating humans had led to this moment, a full revelation of a civilization they thought insignificant. On Earth, Mara turned to her officers. Today, we have shown the galaxy that humans are not weak, that we are not insignificant. We have used patience, strategy, and intelligence to survive and rise. And from this point forward, every species will remember that lesson. Lieutenant Kane's voice was awed. The galaxy will never underestimate us again. Mara allowed herself a small, rare smile. Let them fear and respect us. But remember, this we did not fight to destroy. We fought to survive and to show our true place in the universe. Have power, yes, but also wisdom. The galaxy must learn that humans are not to be mocked. Across the void, alien leaders sent frantic messages, trying to organize fleets, trying to understand the impossible. But it was too late. The humans had revealed their strength in a single, overwhelming moment. The hidden galactic empire stood, ready, massive, and powerful, prepared for any challenge. The galaxy's balance of power had shifted forever. The species that once laughed at humans now looked at them with a mixture of awe and fear. Humanity's patience, intelligence, and secrecy had paid off. And as the remnants of the alien coalition retreated, a single truth echoed across the stars. The humans they had mocked were now the most powerful force they had ever underestimated. The shocking reveal was complete. And yet, even with this power, Mara knew the story was not over. The universe would continue to watch. Other species would rise, challenges would come. But from this moment, humans were no longer insignificant. And when the next challenge arrived, the galaxy would see what it truly meant to face a human. Galaxy was still reeling from the shocking revelation. Every species that had once laughed at Earth now stared in awe at humanity's hidden power. The humans' galactic empire, vast and advanced, stretched across star systems, a force that no one could ignore. Yet Admiral Mara Calder knew the universe would not accept this power quietly. Other species would test humanity, challenge them, and try to reclaim control. The final test was coming. In orbit around a neutral star, the alien coalition had gathered what remained of its forces. Their ships, battered and desperate, formed a last line of resistance. Holographic displays showed Mara the alien positions, their defenses weak but desperate. "They will try to fight," she said quietly. "I cannot believe we are so strong. But this is the moment to end the conflict and set the new order." Lieutenant Kane nodded, gripping his console. "Admiral, are we ready for this? One final strike?" Mara's eyes gleamed with resolve. "We are not just ready. We are inevitable." The human fleet, now fully revealed and coordinated, moved in perfect synchrony. Cloaked ships that had been invisible for centuries now flanked the alien fleet. The relic ship, older yet more powerful than ever, led the formation. Massive human dreadnoughts took positions, energy shields glowing, weapons systems charging. The alien coalition hesitated. They had seen humans' power already, but this was an entire armada ready to strike with overwhelming force. Panic spread among their leaders. "We cannot win," Vrosh whispered. "We cannot even survive this." But even as fear gripped them, humans showed restraint. Mara's voice echoed across the fleet. "We fight to survive, not to destroy. We will strike where necessary, but we will show the galaxy our strength and wisdom. Let them learn their place without needless slaughter." At her command, the human fleet advanced. Energy beams flashed as relic ships fired warning shots, disabling the aliens' weapons without destroying their vessels. Cloaked ships cut off escape routes, forcing the enemy to face the humans' full power. The aliens tried to resist, but they were no match. Every attack, every maneuver had been anticipated. The humans moved like shadows, striking with precision and disappearing before retaliation could come. On distant worlds, broadcasts showed the humans' restraint and strength. Civilians, soldiers, and leaders of other species watched in disbelief. Humans were no longer a minor species. They were a power to be reckoned with, combining intelligence, strategy, and strength like no one had ever seen. Varash, the alien general, finally realized the truth. They are not just fighters. They are a civilization beyond anything we imagined. We cannot beat them. Mara's fleet reached the heart of the alien formation. With one final coordinated maneuver, the humans disabled the aliens' remaining weapons and communications. Ships surrendered, not out of weakness, but out of understanding. The humans had proven themselves dominant, yet merciful. "Today," Mara said to her officers, "we have shown the galaxy that humans are not insignificant. We have fought with skill, with patience, and with intelligence. We have defeated those who mocked us, but we did not destroy them." This is how humans lead, with strength and with wisdom. Across space, alien leaders sent messages of surrender and respect. Species that had laughed at humans now bowed to their authority not as slaves, but as allies who recognized the humans' right to lead. Back on Earth, citizens cheered as broadcasts showed the fleet's victory and the